This week was National Drowning Prevention Week, and here in Quebec it happens to fall on construction holiday. A very busy time for aquatic activities like swimming at the beach, the pool, or at the lake. To talk more about water safety, we are joined now by Reynald Hawkins, the Executive Director of Quebec's Lifesaving Society. Thanks for joining us.
It's a real pleasure for me to be here there.
So it looks as though so far this year there have been more drowning deaths in Quebec compared to 2024. Is there a particular reason for that?
Yes, we think so because inside the data we have this year, if you remember, we have 4 persons who died in the water because they were on the medical helicopter in the Côte Nord. So when we have 4 dead fatalities at the same event, increase the number. But also we try to compare the weather we had last year and this year. And what I can tell you is this year we have more high temperature than last year, and last year we have maybe a little bit more raining days. So usually when is the beautiful weather and very hot like today, people they want to go near or in or on the water, so increase also the probability to have those dead fatalities in water.
I want to talk about the Verdun Beach. It's been a major concern so far this summer. We've seen 3 drownings near that area, near the beach. Is it a question of strong currents in that water, or do certain areas around the beach, in your opinion, do those areas need to be more secure?
You know what? When the Verdun arrondissement established these facilities with the beach in Verdun, they work with the hydrographic expert, and that's why you can see those rocks to try to cut those current we can have inside the river. So that's why they established a swimming lane and also another lane to make sure everyone can be very safe on this place. When you took the decision to go outside of those swimming lanes, you increase the probability to have those strong currents and those vortex. And I'm very sure the investigation report from the coroner will tell us about that, because this is the only explanation we can have. Or maybe the relative of those victims, they will express to us, maybe the victim, they were not very strong swimmer, and is very important for us. When you see the swimming area with lifeguard on duty, I think this is the appropriate place where you can swim inside the rivers, because we have strong currents, because we have those vortex, particularly the days after very storms or very raining days increase the level of the water and also those currents. This is why we can see those signs, don't go there, swim is allowed, because we have strong currents and you have the risk of drowning. So I think it's very important to follow those water safety tips.
So, and let's get into some safety tips here. There are different safety precautions to keep in mind depending if you're at the pool, the beach, spending time at a lake, nearby a river, perhaps. When people are next to water or planning to go in water, what should be their top safety priority?
First of all, never be alone. Doesn't matter the age, gender, boating, or aquatic activities. 50% of the drowning victims, they were alone during those death fatalities. So no one can try to reach you. No one can contact 911, for example, or no one can explain to us the true story about what exactly happened. So never be alone. For sure, if you're not very good swimmer, you have 2 choices. Stay on the shallow end, refresh your body, or wear a personal flotation device, because you need to increase your safety component and make sure you're going to be on the surface, not necessarily under the surface of the water. And when you are on boat, is very important to wear those personal flotation device, because 80% of the drowning boat fatalities, we can express that because they didn't wear appropriately their life jacket. And we know this is the real difference between a drama situation versus a good stories to explain to your relative. And for parents, doesn't matter where, okay, you need to understand the expression of the arm reach. If the kid is not very accessible from your arms, that means he's too far. So that's why it's very important. It doesn't matter if it's a backyard pool, beaches, water park, please make sure your young children will be very close to you.
Just real quickly, parents cannot just rely on a lifeguard, right? They have to also be
No,
involved.
no, no, no. Yeah, very sure. And particularly when they have a backyard pool and they have those pool party, we have many adults, but who have this responsibility to be on guard. So that's why it's very important to establish this is your time for the next 20 minutes. You're going to supervise the kid all the time.
Reynald Hawkins with the Lifesaving Society, thank you so much for this.
It's a real pleasure for me.